Hello everybody. Welcome to another episode of Unqualified Reviews, where we review RuPaul's Drag Race season
Drag
17. Hmm?
RuPaul's Drag Race.
RuPaul's Drag Race, and we found the Anne. Remember when we lost our Anne?
Oh yeah, we're an unqualified review.
You are now watching an unqualified review. We just got the licensing laws back to receive the A and the N that we lost in the previous dispute.
Hmm.
Yes, Mama. Yes.
We have custody.
We got custody of A and N. But we're not here to talk about custody. We're here to talk about the drag children of the RuPaul's Drag Race.
So last week, Kori King sent Acacia forgot home. We love Miss Acacia. We miss you.
I rewatched the Rusical to see like what was going on, and I watched it, and I'm like, I don't do water. Okay, that's a song. Uh, but this isn't about everything that happened on the Rusical. I just wanted to watch it again because everyone was hyping it up, and when I watched it the first time, I was like, I don't get the hype train, and I want to clarify that I still don't get the hype train, but I do like it a little bit better now.
Yeah, it's because every single Rusical, they're like, this is the best Rusical to date, guys. And just every single time, everyone says that.
And I'm
And
just
it's
trying to
like,
see it.
I think other than Anya, Nurve, and Susie Toot and Sam Star, I think it was all right.
The Wagon Witch with Tootsie. It's
It
from
was all right.
do you have you seen that movie?
No. I guarantee the answer to that question is always no.
You've never seen not Showgirls. Um Moulin Rouge?
Oh, I guess I have.
Gitchy Gitchy Gaga Wawa.
Oh, that's from that. That's from that movie.
Arrietty when she wants to be a baby. Gitchy
I'm
Gitchy
just
Goo
a
Goo Gawa. I'm
baby.
just a baby.
Well, they really reminded about us about that this episode. Like, I'm
Why
trying to forget. I'm trying to heal from that performance. Okay, you don't need to bring it up.
I feel like we get baby Arrietty every episode, which is the crazy part.
I'm
Oh,
just a
I do.
baby.
I'm just a baby. I do, before we get started, I am just a baby, so if I forget some things, I'm sorry, I'm just a baby. But we do have some comments, not particular ones, but I want to do
Ooh.
a shout out. Shout out to Nishan, I hope I pronounced that correct, and Corvotano. Very much, very much, very much appreciate all that kind of stuff. So thank you for letting your
Thank you,
voice
guys.
be heard. And
We
I
love
am
your
wearing
comments.
pants.
We believe you.
You'd be
Um,
surprised because that's what it's about. Like, it's Pantsgate. Am I wearing pants or not? And I'm wearing
Wow.
pants. Ugh, like, my calves haven't been hurting me for 5 years.
Hmm.
We need to move
Save
on.
that. Save the grippers for the OnlyFans.
No, that's why I'm in Crocs. You see, you
Mm,
always gotta think. Moving on with this episode, it's a design challenge. Would you eat your picnic off of RuPaul?
absolutely.
You would.
I would.
If
Apparently, I
it
would.
looks like a strawberry shortcake.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how I feel about this. This this picnic look. It's a bit too pink for me.
That's a
When I think picnic, I think of like red checkers. This is like a Valentine's Day picnic.
it's tartan.
Hmm.
That's what the name of the fabric is called. And it's giving like it's
Just,
not strawberries, but still polka dots. You know, I
mm.
would see him down in the fruity village.
The Fruity Village.
Well, if you dress like a fruity village, you don't gotta go to the fruity village.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I'll eat it. So the girl. Oh, ooh, it.
Oh,
It's the
instant
reading challenge.
demonetized.
It's okay.
Don't
We
they
got past
normally
it.
do? Don't they normally do the reading challenge for Snatch Game on the same episode? I feel like they do, but
Hmm.
this is a different. Snatch Game was it last episode? No, it was the week before last. Was
It
it?
was a while
Who
ago
knows?
at this point. Um,
Yeah.
they're doing the reading challenge. I feel like they might have given up on the reading challenge because the past few seasons of reading challenge have not been it.
Ooh.
So I'm like, now that we're seeing it later and later, I feel like, what was going on here? Probably
Hmm.
just waiting
There
for the
were
good people.
there were a couple of good reads. Like Anya, she can do no wrong, obviously. She w- to Kori, she was like, "It's not cheating to look in the mirror before you go on stage." That was a good one. Or some people come to
That
drag
wasn't
races.
Anya.
That wasn't.
Was it Anya? I thought
I
that
have
was
on.
Jules.
I have Anya for that. Jules, I have something about her. She did read Kori for something.
I think she did the makeup one.
It might be her.
Maybe it was
And
Lydia.
then also for Anya, I have uh, some people come to Drag Race to start their career. Lana came here to end her career, which was
Damn.
that was brutal.
I thought it was gonna be like, we don't come to Drag Race to work on ourselves. We come here to be the final best version of yourself.
Mhm.
And the final best version of yourself is a corpse, apparently. But I
Mhm.
didn't mean that like I'm calling Lana a corpse. I mean that
I
in the
didn't interpret it
metaphorical.
like that.
I meant in the metaphorical sense, like we're all gonna die.
Okay. One thing from Lydia that was cute to Corey as well was you'll always but be my favorite top, but for the judges you'll always be in the bottom.
You always be in the bottom. Damn, Kori takes this drink everywhere.
Corey's taking shots left and right in this reading challenge. All the good ones are about Corey, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
Jules said, I'm paraphrasing here because I didn't get the whole thing, but she was like, I heard you identify as they, them. It's because you look like a group of people.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
That was incredible. She really said, "What a group of people you are."
Yeah, Jules is like the underrated comedy queen of the season, where she's just so funny, but people don't recognize her as being funny.
But
They
we
don't
see
expect
her.
her to be
But
there.
we see her.
We see her. She's so good.
I want to clarify because one thing about Jules is I'm now confident we will see her in the final four.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not here or there. We got some of the favorite reads. I really like the "You look like a group of people." So this is not Betty Davis. This is
No.
Betsy Johnson.
Yeah.
Right,
She did
right.
not break an ankle in the filming of this split, I guess.
Not in this one, but in the All Stars one, she did hurt herself. So she came back to do it
Oh.
again.
Oh, she really said, I am not gonna get hurt twice. If I do, it's worth it. Worth it
Mm-hmm.
for the camera.
And it's like a pride thing. You want to be able to uh, move, like have control of your body at any age. So the older you
Yeah.
are, and you can still do that with your body, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah. She's like in her 80s or 70s or something.
I
So
hope to be
she's
even
like,
half that spry.
I know. She's 82 according to Google. So like really good for her.
Big good. So we find out that today's maxi challenge is we are going to be dividing into groups of no, into 3 groups for the runway because we are going to be doing Betsy Johnson
Johnson. Betsy
inspired
Johnson.
looks. What's the first category?
Wait. Spoiler, it's on the screen. We got punk,
Oh.
grunge, flappers. We have the prenup collection, and then we have Betsy's prom as the third category.
Mm-hmm.
And
So
since Susie won the mini challenge here, the reading challenge, she gets to pick who. Well, she gets to pick first, obviously, and then she also gets to pick who gets second. And then they go down the lineup of who picks next after that. So it's kind of like a sad, like a middle school who gets on the dodgeball
dodgeball
team
team.
thing. Yeah.
Who's Nostradamus?
He's not the dude who made a bunch of predictions?
Okay, Google.
Or
Who's Nostradamus? Okay, Google.
Oh yeah, yeah, I'm right. He's best known for his book, a collection of 942 poetic, allegedly predicting future events. So he made a bunch of like almost 1,000 predictions about the future, and some
Some
come
came
true.
true.
Like, I guess.
Oh my
And
god.
some people worship him because it's like, wow, Nostradamus, he knows everything.
I predict Anya Nurve will win the season. And if she
Yeah, he predicted
does,
that.
you can worship me for that one.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
So we move on past Nostradamus.
Mm.
And we find out that Suzie wants Shocker the Flappers one.
Yep. Yes, Sam Star was like, I have a premonition that Susie will be picking the punk grunge flappers.
Call her Nostradamus Mama.
Hmm. Hilarious.
And then Susie picks Lydia, and Lydia says, I would love to do the punk grunge part of Flappers,
Hmm.
and joins there. And then Lydia, who has no ties to anyone in the competition, isn't
Apparently
in
not.
like a relationship with anyone or like even mutually like likes anyone. She says in her confessionals, I really feel a connection with Lexi Love. Lexi has really been an anchor, a support for me. Just Lexi though. She's been the
Yeah,
only support for me in this competition.
a bit messy, Lydia.
And then
Everyone was
Lexi's
shocked
in
by that.
the confessional being like, I don't look like Kori King. This is confusing.
Yeah. And Lexi ends up going to the prenup collection with Sam Star. And I don't know the order after that.
Arrietty gets into that prenup collection.
Hmm.
We see Lana joins Anya and Kori in doing prom, the Betsy's
Hmm.
kind. Uh, and that's our whole shebang. Now, no real drama happened here, right?
No, not really. There was a little bit of just Lexi kind of struggling a little bit to figure out what she wanted to do.
Oh,
And Sam
besides
comes
that,
up and like kind of pulls her out of her spiral, which is really nice of her. Thank you, Miss Congeniality.
Miss Congeniality, yes. I guess we do need to talk about when they're nice if we're also gonna talk about when they're mean.
Yeah.
Fine. Yeah, it was very supportive of her. I'm glad. I did like Sam Star for a while, and I think it was somewhere around episode 2 that was my turning point on her. And I'm like, okay, I really like what she's bringing to me.
Yeah, I enjoy Sam Star. I think there have been a couple moments where she's been like feeling herself a little bit too much, or maybe the alcohol's getting to her system, especially in Untucked, where she's just like really just like borderline bitchy. Or it could just be drag.
I think it's
But
drag at that point.
yeah, probably. But there have been moments where it's like, maybe this is a bit much.
Hmm. Well, I feel like she is the pageant one. She's giving you this is a competition. If you needed someone to remind you that they were in a competition, Sam Star's gonna be the one and come up to you and say the competition is really starting to heat up. Uh,
Hmm.
but the main point behind that is she sees the girls who have wins and the front runners, and she sees everyone else, and she enjoys the company of everyone. But at the end of the day, she knows the girls who do not have the wins like she has her wins will not continue in the competition the way she will continue in the competition.
Hmm.
So she is trying to get to the end of the competition. Because if they all want to be kumbaya, that's for when they're doing press tours, right?
The Kumbaya girls and the Panini girls.
The Kumbaya girls and the Panini girls. How many Kumbaya girls are left? You have Susie 2, Lydia.
Mm.
Damn. And the Panini press girls are all there.
As they should be.
Mm-hmm. So yes, this is them struggling. Oh, this was an incredible moment.
Yeah, Anya's just walking around in this tube dress. And apparently I'm just learning this that she doesn't know how to sew.
She
She's
hasn't been
just
able
relying
to
on
sew.
she's been relying on the glue gun. And I'm like
Mm-hmm.
a little bit shocked by that, I guess. But I guess there's one thing that she can't do, right?
Mm-hmm. But she's got an eye for design.
Yeah, can't win everything.
Mm-mm. So RuPaul comes in and she's like, "Well, let me get Betsy Johnson." Yes, I can't remember. I can't remember. There
It
are too
is.
many
It's Betsy
Betsys.
Johnson.
Betsy, 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 Betsy. So she comes in as she is the expert on herself, and nothing
Hmm.
happens. They all talk. This happened. I mean, this was probably revolutionary. A lot of the queens cried. They said, "This is my moment. This is my inspiration. I
Have
love this
it.
diva. This is your moment. Have it." And they all loved it, and I'm glad they were all able to love it. One thing I
I
will
think
mention though
what?
is Kori King saying, "I'm gonna make a length gown." She mentions it here.
Oh, Kori. I think she shows off. She shows off the silhouette, and RuPaul's like, the judges might say this is a bit too short, don't you think? And then Kori's like, well, shit, I gotta make a gown now.
Mm-hmm. And we'll see how gorgeous that gown is. Uh,
Looking forward to it.
RuPaul going in and saying, "Lana, you have really haven't impressed us." And then
Crazy.
them saying, "Well, Anya, good luck." And she gets to say the line. Oh, honestly, it's time for the runway.
Bring it to Runaway. Oh, one other thing was Jules ended up like making a mistake with her dress. Like she sewed it the wrong way or something, where the velvet was just on opposite sides. And I think who pointed it out? Oh, Lexi, I guess.
You see
She's a
how it's
sister.
so shiny on the front and it's dark on the back?
Yeah, Miss Lexi Love corrected her, and good on her.
But what was she gonna do at this point?
I don't know. Lexi easily could have been like pretend that she didn't see it and then let her be in the bottom. But I
But I don't think she did anything. She didn't take her dress apart to put it back.
she yeah, I thought she fixed it.
Look at the state of her dress right now and tell me you think she took it off and put it upside down.
Uh.
I don't think she did. And when we look at her look, it looks lighter in the front.
Oh, okay, so she didn't fix it?
But
I
it's such
assumed
a
that she did
minute
something.
detail.
Hmm. Okay. Maybe she just served it. And then it was interesting that she was like, I don't know what fur to use, so I'll just use all of them.
Well, she
That,
found which one she wanted to use, and then she realized she didn't have enough for what she wanted to do. So what she's
yeah,
gonna do isn't necessarily what she
what she
wanted to do.
wanted to do.
Vice versa. Thank
Hmm.
you, Trinity. Thank you, Gia. It's Elim Day, and it's moving on. Let's. Is there any drama here?
No.
No. This is a
Oh,
drama.
Corey. I think here Corey says, well, actually decided that I don't want a gown. It's not cute for me. So then she went back to the short silhouette at the last minute. She like cut it up.
That short silhouette that they read you for having 4 times on the runway.
She was like, I can't do a gown. It makes me, I don't know. She's like, I don't want to look old or like something along those lines.
Name 5 people who are young who wear gowns. Exactly. Quickly. Exactly.
Quickly. Fair enough.
So it's time for the runway theme song.
Bring it to the runway.
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 Runway. Welcome to a Betsy Johnson original. Not me. I mean like everything original as in like everything is off center.
Hmm.
So unique. We're gonna start with our first member, Jules Sparkles. Don't forget the S.
Close enough. Welcome back, Fifi O'Hara.
No, don't do what would you say to what would you say? Take your ass to Party City where you belong. At least I am a showgirl.
Something about the wig, I feel like, reminds me of Fifi. But that aside, I love this look. Look at
Mm-hmm.
the. I didn't think the furs would look as nice as they do, but I Betsy Johnson said it herself. This is this would be in her collection.
Mm-hmm. It looks right off that runway.
Hmm.
I'm eating it. I'm in love with it. I think the fur looks very, very. It's giving me like My Little Pony, but like one of the original generations when like you would watch it on your television, it would be all staticky and foamy.
Hmm.
I love this. I love the color I'm being punched with.
Devouring it. So good.
Devour, huge. Next up, we have Lydia Butthole Collins.
I love how the whole episode RuPaul's just been calling her butthole.
Butthole, butthole.
She's just abbreviated to butthole.
Well, she knows
So fun.
Butthole's time is coming, so she's trying to get as many buttholes as she can.
I guess so. Like I think this was interesting.
I didn't like
Like
the hair over the suit, the like the bodysuit. It had like a hood, and then she had the wig on top of it.
like maybe there's a bit too much going on. And I don't know, it's like a little bit messy, but that's just kind of she likes being imperfect, and there's like beauty in imperfection as well. Like I don't
It
get the concept, but it's like she doesn't really look like anyone else on the runway,
she's
and
supposed to be
that's
a flapper.
I don't think I get the flapper from it.
Do you get
Like
punk
maybe
or grunge?
not really grunge.
Punk.
No.
Then I don't think it. Then I think we have to send it back because it doesn't answer any of the qualifications it's looking for.
Maybe. Maybe it would have helped if she had like a darker makeup or something,
I
or
think
different
you're trying
hair.
to go
But
flapper with the fur.
I can kind of see the flapper, but there's just a lot happening.
Hmm. And if you can kind of see the flapper, like I would definitely need to see more punk and more grunge, like a darker color
Yeah.
palette. This is baby pink.
Yeah. She's just a baby.
She's just a baby. Nah, that's inexcusable. No more of the she's just a baby defense.
You can kind of see it in the makeup. It's a little bit darker. That's a bit punk, but just it doesn't really the rest of it doesn't
She
translate.
has like it wraps around the fabric wraps around her face like this, and then she has fur that goes to the sides of her face underneath
Hmm.
a bow that she has wrapped around as a choker
Hmm.
that she's using to keep the fur up here and down here. You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
When is too much too much?
When you just can't discern the different elements, you're just overwhelmed looking at it. I'm a little bit overwhelmed
I'm
looking at it.
overwhelmed. I feel like a lot of Lydia's looks are overwhelming to say the least.
Yeah. That's just her style though. I
Mm-hmm.
think I feel like I don't hate it enough to send it back. I'm leaving it.
I'm sending it back. Next up, we have Susie Toot.
Uh, I definitely get a bit of punk. I
Mm-hmm.
guess it's also her facial expression and like the emo hair. But the outfit itself, um, I'm like
Flapper,
lukewarm
I
on
don't
it.
see Flapper either.
Yeah.
It's
The
got a
knee-high
little bit of
boots.
fringe at the bottom. What were you saying
Yeah.
about a beehive?
I see the knee-high boots, which doesn't give me flapper.
Well, the knee
I
high
see
boots are only cover ups too, and they don't even go all the way down the shoe. They stop halfway on the shoe.
Mm-hmm.
You can see like the black part of the shoe exposed.
Yeah. I think I was just expecting something different from Susie because this is her thing, and I just am
Mm-hmm.
not like wowed by it. I don't love the red hair either, but that's a leave it on my plate maneuver for me.
I feel like this would have ate if like she just continued the fringe from the bottom all the way up the dress. Because then it would give it that
Uh,
flapper aesthetic.
maybe.
But right now it's giving very post apocalyptic. I'm gonna leave this on my plate.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can see the punk in the grunge.
Yeah.
Next up, we have. Now, where's the rest of your dress, Kori kid?
Now this I send back. Because what's happening with the bra and what the decision to just not take the risk and just cut it short and like make it a familiar silhouette is just doesn't doesn't work for me.
The idea
I,
to actively know that you need to take a risk here, and then
yeah,
choose not to.
yeah, that was a lot. Like I don't think the cut is that bad. The length is all right, and the pink is cute. I could definitely see it. Like I can understand why it's prom, and like the hairstyles like giving like 80s prom. It's interesting. But yeah, I think it's mostly just about how it was like a last minute change and I wish she could have just I would have loved to see like a different silhouette from her.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been pretty.
And then if it's Betsy Johnson, it's just not crazy enough.
Yeah, this is definitely not Betsy Johnson either. From my limited knowledge of Betsy Johnson as a designer. It's very much like, oh, I went prom dress shopping and then I like cut up my dress.
Mm-hmm. I'm sending this back.
Yep, me too.
Next up, we have Anya Nerve.
One thing about Anya is that she will always bring it to the runway. Runway.
Runway.
Like she would I accept this dress on anybody else? No, absolutely not. But I also don't really accept it on her either. Enjoy what's going on above the neck.
Mm-hmm, of course.
Because as usual, she's painted beautifully. I like the choker. Hair is a fun choice. The glasses, it almost feels it feels pretty. This is not the punk category, but it almost feels punk.
Mm-hmm. Well, Betsy Johnson has a little punk aesthetic to everything she does.
Yeah, but the bows, it feels messy.
And I
And like I
think.
don't
Mm-hmm.
really have a problem with the length. Judges complained about it, but it's all right for me.
Maybe if the bows were just cut up to be a little bit neater.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I think out of the prom, I think this is my favorite one from the prom looks.
Yeah, I agree.
Next up, we have the next prom look, Lana Jure.
Mm,
Now, this is something Lana doesn't typically wear.
how so?
Well, have you noticed that every runway she says this is not something I typically wear?
Oh, that's so funny. I thought you were saying that. Yeah, that is really that's funny that she says that every time.
And I think like when people are like, does she just wear bra and panties all the time? Well, she
Like
when she was in the bra and panties, she said this is not something I usually wear.
that's so funny. Maybe that's just her thing to say.
So this is
It's
not
her,
something I usually wear. It's just clothes.
yeah, she's a nudist.
Well, she wants to show off that body.
Hmm.
I don't usually wear clothes. This is the first time me competing in a clothes category. I mean, I have nothing to say about the look.
I don't
There's
know. I don't like the straps feel a little bit too thick for one. Um, I don't know. There's just it's I don't know. I'm a bit speechless. I'm leaving on
so
my plate.
true. Looking at this look really makes me hope that Dodger puts out another live stream where she plays that new Life is Strange game, Bloom and Rage, so I can go watch that after this. Nothing to do with the look, but it's just making me wish I was doing something else, so I'll let that speak for itself.
Hmm.
Moving on, we have Arrietty.
Hmm. This is the prenup collection. It was interesting that she didn't do a bride. She did like kind of a take on groom.
Well, no, she's divorced.
Oh, she's divorced, but
Like, it's funeral.
okay.
Because, like,
Hmm.
the prenup is like, I get everything when he dies or when we divorce. So it's like a
Hmm.
divorce dress.
Okay.
The funeral of our marriage kind of deal.
Okay, I get it. I think there's a lot of pretty details here for sure. And she looks very different from anyone else in her category, as we'll see.
I'll eat it.
I'll eat it too.
Very strong
I don't,
silhouette.
I'm not sure if I love like what's going on with the hair, but the actual garment I think is really fun.
Yeah. All right, moving on. We have Madonna, Sam Starr,
Hmm.
the number one Madonna impersonator. I didn't know this was a Madonna like that. Betsy Johnson did a Madonna look for the Madonna video, and this is it.
Apparently.
And I don't know if that's true. I could just be lying.
Oh, okay.
But this is looks like Madonna, and they made Madonna jokes, so I can only assume this has something to do with Madonna. Let us know in the comment section below if you know about Madonna.
No, I don't really know.
It looks nice.
This feels like it could fit in the punk category as well.
I think they're all supposed to be punkish.
Hmm. Not all of them are though.
And I think the ones that are not punk, we should take marks off of.
Hmm. I don't know. I don't feel any particular way about it.
I'll
I'll
eat
leave it
it.
on my plate.
Oh, okay. I'll eat it because it's constructed very nicely. Like it's not done in a my eyes fashion.
Hmm.
Moving on, we have Lexi Love.
This is very pretty. I like how the veil is covers her entire body,
Huge.
and the straps go around her legs. Like it's a really cute silhouette for her. Like different from her entire category and most other people on the runway too. She looks really cute.
I agree that if it wasn't Jules Sparkles, which it was, thank God there is a God, God is real, then it should have been Lexi.
Yeah, easily best in our category, probably second best in the runways for me.
That's all the looks.
Wow, we're quick these days.
These days, we have very little to say. But isn't that the truth? As you get older,
Mm,
you just realize words aren't what they used to be.
it's deep.
You used to tell someone something and it used to mean something. And now it doesn't mean anything. You could just say things.
Mm.
So we find out that the tops and the bottoms this week are Jewel Sparkles, we have Lydia, we have Kori King, we have Anya Nurve, we have Arrietty, and we have Lexi Love as our tops and bottoms.
I think I agree with that for sure. In Untucked, Sam and I think who else was
Lana
safe?
and Suzie.
Yeah, Lana and Susie were safe. And then Sam had a sign up saying, "Send them home together," like Lydia and Kori, because everyone was
Mm-hmm.
expecting it. They're probably gonna do like a love lip
Lovey,
sync dance together.
lovey, lovey.
Mm. And then Sam and Lana did a yelling bit together.
You look like freaking Minnie Mouse.
Mm.
It
And they were
was all
doing
for
votes.
fun.
They're doing votes for who they think who was gonna go home. Kori got most of the votes,
Mm-hmm. Which is
and
funny.
there was one vote for Anya, I think, because Lydia didn't want to vote for Kori.
And fair enough. Some loyalty.
Hmm.
It was funny because why did I say it was funny? Well, no, I can't remember. I'm sorry. Sometimes your brain works without you. The judges don't say a lot, which is normal for Drag Race. No, the judges probably so like I feel like are we only getting half the story because we're not listening to the judges' critiques?
No, we listen to what they say on stage to their face, but then when they're deliberating, we don't always listen.
That
It's usually
feels
just
like
like the same thing.
airtime.
It is. I'm not concerned.
So they come back out, and we find out that Jewel Sparkles is the winner.
Honestly, so deserved and good for her. What an amazing moment to have Betsy Johnson compliment your look so highly.
Like
That should be her
she had
first win.
designed it herself.
Yeah, what an amazing, amazing high for her. Awesome. And then Anya is safe, and I think I would agree with that.
Hmm. Oh, we get into it. Oh, my headphones are being weird. No, we're all good. Ignore that. So they get into dancing to a song, and the song is about kissing. So I wonder what they're gonna do.
Hmm.
So they smooch, and this will give the show the Emmy they want so bad. I think. Yeah, that's pretty much Corey King's whole drag race experience summed up.
Yeah, I just hope that they're watching this together, or they watched it together at home and enjoyed it. They had a
Well,
fun.
apparently,
I'm sorry.
during Roscoe's when they had come together, which I hear they do often these days,
Mm,
uh, the relationship really started to bloom when they had both gotten off of the show. So like the real dating started when they were actually, not competing, which makes sense to everyone who is like, now they're really dating or something like that. I don't know. People talk and words mean nothing. I already
hmm,
did this spiel, I feel, a few minutes ago.
hmm.
But that's unfortunately Lydia, our lip sync assassin for season 17. Sorry, Joella, sends Corey King home, and it
Well,
was too good.
you know what? That's completely fine. I think she she messed up with that silhouette, or not taking the risk. I think justified in sending her home over Lydia in that case.
I would say so.
But good lip sync from her. We'll miss her. I think she's been a great narrator.
Hmm.
I enjoyed what we saw from her, but yeah, I agree with her time.
And I know she's happy going home after Hormona of Lisa.
Yeah, I think she was very in her like lap parting words, she seemed very okay and like not bitter,
Hmm.
which
Some
I
queens go
appreciate.
home and cry.
Yeah. She looked very much like, "Yep, had a great time. See ya."
She's
That's
coming for
admirable.
All Stars.
Yeah, I can see it for sure.
I think that's the episode then. If that's everything.
Yeah. That's it. There wasn't that much that went down.
Yeah, very quick episode, not that much drama. Uh, I think that's it.
That's it.
I think there was like during. I'm trying to remember because did Corey get into a big fight with anyone in Untucked?
No, I don't think so. Why would she?
I feel like during the interviews she said that she got into an argument with another queen during Untucked, and it's not a queen you would think it would be.
Oh,
It was, but I don't recall any of that happening.
neither did I.
Keep that in mind, audience and populi.
Yep.
If she did say that in an interview, then I'm not crazy. If she didn't say that, well then you wouldn't come here because I'm a sane person. That's an episode. Can I get an MA?
Emma, thank you for watching.
MA. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye bye.